students. Today we are going to continue with chapter 2 polynomials, exercise 2.2. Last video we have done question number 1, 1 to 3, and in this video we are going to do 4, 5, 6. Same instruction. Find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomials and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. 4u square plus 8u. So what we will do, we will try to factorize the given quadratic polynomial. There is no constant term, right? So in this type of question, what you can do, you cannot go the other method, but instead you can try to factorize the given two terms. Take out the highest common factor. What is the highest common factor? 4u, and write the remaining terms u plus 2. This is equal to 0. Now 4u is 0 or u plus 2 is 0. Now solve both these equations. U is equal to 0, and when you take 2 to the other side, minus 2. So these are the zeros for the given equation. Now to verify the relationship, find out the sum of the zeros. We already know that sum of the zeros should be equal to minus coefficient of u, in this case it's u, divided by coefficient of u squared. Same manner, product of zeros should be equal to constant term divided by coefficient of u squared. Now let's try to verify this. Sum of the zeros, left hand side. What is the sum of the zeros? 0 plus minus 2 will become minus 2. Now, which is minus 2. Right hand side to verify. What is the right hand side? Minus coefficient of u. What is coefficient of u? Positive 8. So, minus 8 divided by coefficient of u squared, which is 4. What is negative 8 divided by 4? Negative 2. So, LHS is equal to RHS. Hence, we verified. Now, same manner, product of the zeros. LHS, what is the product? 0 times negative 2, which is equal to 0. Now, RHS of the relationship. Constant term. Is there any constant term? No. So, substitute that as 0. Divided by coefficient of u squared, positive 4. What is 0 divided by any number? Which is 0. So, left hand side is equal to right hand side. Hence, we verified the relationships between the zeros and the coefficients. I hope you understand this particular question. Let's move on. Question number 5. T squared minus 15. In this case, again, there is no t term, the middle term. 0t minus 15. So this question also cannot be factorized as usual. What I can do, I can rewrite the equation this manner. So 15 can be written as root 15 the whole square. Now this is in the form of a squared minus b squared algebraic identity. I hope you remember that, students. What is a squared minus b squared? A plus b times a minus b. So I'm going to use this identity to write the two factors. T squared minus root 15 the whole squared. In place of a, I have t. In place of b, I have root 15. So the two factors are t plus root 15 and t minus 2 root 15. Now to find out the zeros, equate each to 0. Because this should be 0 to solve the quadratic, or t minus root 15 is equal to 0. Now solve the equations. Root 15, when you take it to the other side, negative root 15, one of the solutions. Now when you take negative root 15 to the other side, positive root 15. So the zeros are positive and negative root 15. Now we will try to verify the relation between the zeros and the coefficients. What is the sum of the zeros? Left hand side, root 15 minus root 15 plus root 15. Obviously, the opposite signs when you add, it is equal to 0. Now RHS, right hand side, minus coefficient of t. Is there any coefficient of t? Nothing, 0. Divided by coefficient of t squared is simply 1. 0 divided by 1 is 0. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. Hence we verified the first part, sum of the zeros. Let's try verifying product of zeros. LHS, product of zeros, negative root 15 times positive root 15. We know that root 15 times root 15 is simply 15. Negative, positive, negative. Negative 15. Now RHS, constant term, negative 15. Write that. Divided by coefficient of t squared is simply 1. What is negative 15 divided by 1? Simply negative 15. So again, LHS is equal to RHS. Hence, we verified the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. I hope you understand how to factorize this given equation and solve for t. Let's move on. Question number 6. 3x squared minus x minus 4. Now, this is easy. We have all the three terms. Let's try to factorize. The very first step is split the middle term, minus x, so that the sum will give you negative x and the product will give you negative 4 times 3 is negative 12x squared. So what are the two terms? Let me consider 4 and 3, 4x and 3x. Now, as the answer should be negative, after adding, the larger number should be negative. So now, when you add these two, obviously it's giving you negative x. And when you multiply, negative 4 times 3 is negative 12x squared. Now, I can consider these two terms to split the middle term. Rewrite the given equation. Minus 4x plus 3x minus 4. Now, factor by grouping. Group the first two terms, group the last two terms. Now, take out the highest common factor from each group. For the first group, it is simply x. Write the remaining terms, 3x minus 4. Same manner, plus, there is nothing common other than 1. You can simply write 1, 3x minus 4. I hope you remember the hint I have given in the last video. I told you that these two brackets should be the same. Then only all our previous steps are correct. Now it is the same. That is common. Also take that out. 3x minus 4. Now what is remaining? X plus 1. Now these are the two factors for the given quadratic polynomial. Equated to 0. Solve for x. Either 3x minus 4 is equal to 0 or x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now when you take 4 to the other side, positive 4 and multiplication will become division on the other side. X is equal to 4 by 3. This is the one of the zeros. And to solve the other equation, take positive 1 to the other side, minus 1. So 4 by 3, negative 1 are the zeros. We will try to verify the relationship between the zeros and coefficient. LHS, sum of the zeros, 4 by 3 minus 1. So again, 1 can be written as 1 by 1, cross multiply and subtract. 1 4s are 4 minus 1 3s are 3. Multiply the denominator, 3 1s are 3. Which is 4 minus 3 is 1, 1 over 3. RHS minus coefficient of x. Already minus there, minus of minus 1 divided by coefficient of x squared, which is 3 in this case. Now negative negative positive 1 by 3. So LHS is equal to RHS. We verified the first part. Let's do the product of the zeros. LHS product 4 by 3 times negative 1, which is simply negative 4 by 3. RHS. What is the constant term here? Negative 4. So whenever you consider the coefficients and constants, please take along with the given sign. If they are negative, take along with the negative signs. Divided by coefficient of x squared positive 3. So obviously LHS is equal to RHS. Hence we verified the relationships between the zeros and the coefficients. Okay, students, I hope you understood all the three questions we solved today from exercise 2.2. Next time, we will do question number 2 from the same exercise. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Do like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more such videos. Thank you.